Welcome back, coin collectors and history enthusiasts. In today's video, we're diving deep into the world of American numismatic treasures, exploring 6 of the most valuable and ultra-rare United States coins ever minted. From fascinating minting errors to limited varieties and coins with powerful historical backstories, each piece tells a story of rarity, artistry, and national pride. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar stands as one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in modern American numismatics, particularly because of its remarkable varieties and the rarity of certain issues. While most Eisenhower dollars from the 1970s are common in circulated condition, the 1972 dollar holds a special place in collectors' hearts due to the existence of the Type II reverse variety, a scarce design variant that has become one of the most sought-after modern dollar coins. This variety, coupled with its historical significance and the popularity of the Eisenhower dollar series among collectors, has made high-grade examples of the 1972 Type II, one of the most expensive coins of the Eisenhower era. Its value lies not only in its scarcity, but also in its connection to a transitional period in U.S. coinage history, where the nation moved away from silver dollars toward modern clad issues. Introduced in 1971, the Eisenhower dollar was the first U.S. $1 coin issued since the peace dollar ended production in 1935. The coin honored both President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a celebrated World War II general and two-term U.S. president, and the Apollo 11 moon landing of 1969, symbolizing both American leadership and scientific achievement. The 1972 issue was the second year of the series and was struck primarily for circulation at the Philadelphia Mint, with no mint mark. It was produced during a time of renewed interest in large dollar coins, though the Eisenhower dollar never circulated widely due to its size and weight. Nonetheless, its designs celebrated themes of American pride and innovation during the Cold War era, making it a significant artifact of 1970s American history. The design of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar is both patriotic and emblematic of its time. The obverse, designed by chief engraver Frank Gasparo, depicts a detailed profile of Dwight D. Eisenhower facing left, with the inscriptions "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date below. The reverse features the Apollo 11 mission insignia, an American eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch, with the Earth visible in the background. The coin's symbolism reflects peace and exploration, combining Eisenhower's leadership legacy with the triumph of the space program. The 1972 dollar was struck in a copper-nickel clad composition, measuring 38.1 in diameter and weighing 22.68 grams. The silver-clad versions, minted only for collector sets at San Francisco, did not feature the 1972 Type II variety, making the clad Philadelphia issues particularly notable for their design differences. The rarity of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar lies in the subtle but crucial differences in the reverse design, specifically the depiction of Earth above the eagle's head. 3 varieties exist: Type I, Type II, and Type III. The Type I and Type III are relatively common, but the Type II variety, found only among a small portion of Philadelphia minted circulation coins, is extremely rare. The Type II is distinguished by a sharply defined, more realistic rendering of the Earth, where the Caribbean islands are missing or faint, unlike the more detailed globes on other types. This reverse design was intended for proof coins struck at San Francisco, but was mistakenly used for a limited number of circulation strikes in Philadelphia. Fewer than 100,000 Type II examples are believed to exist, making it one of the rarest modern circulation coins. In terms of market value, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar Type II commands significant premiums, especially in higher grades. Circulated examples typically fetch $100 to $200, depending on eye appeal and wear, while uncirculated specimens, MS-60, MS-63, can range from $300 to $700. High-grade pieces certified MS-65 or above by leading grading services such as PCGS or NGC can command prices upwards of $1,500 to $2,500, with pristine examples occasionally exceeding $3,000 at auction. In proof-like or deeply mirrored finishes, although rare for circulation strikes, values may be even higher. The coin's market value has steadily risen as collectors increasingly recognize its scarcity, and as demand for high-quality Eisenhower dollar sets grows within the numismatic community. For collectors, identifying and securing a genuine 1972 Type II Eisenhower dollar requires careful attention to detail and a discerning eye. Certification by reputable grading services is highly recommended, as it ensures both authenticity and condition verification. When examining raw coins, collectors should focus on the globe on the reverse side. Type II varieties display a nearly smooth Caribbean region, lacking the distinctive islands found on other types. Storage should prioritize protection from environmental damage, using non-PVC holders and controlled humidity. Because Eisenhower dollars are large and prone to contact marks, preserving their surfaces is crucial for maintaining value. Collectors seeking this variety are often best served by attending major coin shows or reputable auctions, where authenticated examples occasionally appear. In conclusion, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar Type II remains one of the crown jewels of modern U.S. coinage. Its combination of historical significance, distinct design differences, and extreme rarity make it a compelling pursuit for numismatists. Beyond its monetary worth, the coin symbolizes an era of American pride, technological achievement, and numismatic transition. For both seasoned collectors and newcomers to the Eisenhower dollar series, the 1972 Type II offers an opportunity to own a tangible piece of modern American history. Next up in the 1974 Eisenhower dollar stands as one of the most fascinating and collectible coins of the modern U.S. dollar era, representing the last large-sized dollar coins intended for circulation before the switch to smaller formats in 1979. Among all 1974 issues, the most valuable and desirable examples are the 1974 silver-proof Eisenhower dollars and the extremely rare 1974 D Type II reverse errors. These coins are prized for their striking appearance, limited production, and the nostalgia they evoke for an era of American pride and transition. Collectors admire the 1974 Eisenhower dollar for its connection to a pivotal period in American history, its robust design honoring President Dwight D. Eisenhower, and its enduring appeal as a symbol of 1970s numismatic artistry. Today, top-graded specimens, especially those struck in silver or with exceptional tunning, are highly sought after and can command thousands of dollars at auction. The Eisenhower dollar series, produced from 1971 through 1978, was the first dollar coin issued by the U.S. Mint since the Peace Dollar series ended in 1935. The coin honors both General and President Dwight D. Eisenhower, commemorating his leadership during World War II and his presidency during a time of post-war recovery. Additionally, the reverse design pays tribute to the Apollo 11 moon landing, one of America's greatest scientific and cultural triumphs, making the coin both a political and space-age emblem. The 1974 issue was minted at 3 locations: the Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, Denver D, and San Francisco S mints. Notably, the San Francisco Mint struck both silver-clad uncirculated and proof coins for collectors, while the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced copper-nickel circulation strikes. The 1974 silver proof is particularly coveted because it represents the final pre-bicentennial silver dollar before the 1976 redesign, marking the end of a short but iconic numismatic era. The design of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar was created by chief engraver Frank Guspaugh, featuring a strong, dignified bust of Dwight D. Eisenhower on the obverse with the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year 1974. The reverse is dominated by the Apollo 11 mission insignia, a bald eagle descending upon the lunar surface clutching an olive branch, symbolizing peace, with Earth visible in the background. The silver-clad collector versions consist of 40% silver and 60% copper, giving them a brighter, richer luster than the standard copper-nickel issues. Measuring 38.1 millimeters in diameter and weighing 24.6 grams, the Eisenhower dollar is a substantial coin that exudes historical gravitas and aesthetic appeal. Its large size and space-themed reverse have made it a favorite among both U.S. coin collectors and enthusiasts of American history. The rarity of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar lies primarily in specific varieties and high-grade conditions. Circulated examples are common and typically hold modest value, but pristine specimens, especially those graded MS-67 or higher, are scarce and command significant premiums. The 1974 S silver proof and silver uncirculated, blue pack, coins are limited in number and especially desirable in flawless PR70 deep cameo condition. A small number of transitional errors, such as coins struck on silver planchets with wrong reverses or die varieties with distinct minting anomalies, are exceedingly rare and can sell for impressive figures. For instance, a 1974 S silver proof in PR70 DCAM by PCGS or NGC can exceed 1,500 dolk ta, zara, while certain ultra-high-grade circulation strikes from the Denver Mint have surpassed 7, zara dolk ton, zara at major auctions. Tuta's market, the most valuable 1974 Eisenhower dollar, is typically a 1974 S silver proof in perfect PR70 condition, or a 1974 D high-grade mint state variety. Market values vary based on condition and certification. Average circulated pieces are worth about $1.25 to $2. Uncirculated examples in MS-65 fetch $40 to $80, and exceptional high-grade or proof coins range from $500 to over $2,000. Rare die varieties or error coins, such as double dies or planchet anomalies, can command even higher prices depending on demand and certification. Auction records reflect strong collector interest, particularly for coins with exceptional luster, tunning, or flawless proof surfaces. The combination of silver content, low mintages, and its place as the final pre-bicentennial issue all contribute to the sustained appreciation of top-tier examples. For collectors seeking to acquire a 1974 Eisenhower dollar, careful attention to quality and authenticity is paramount. It is advisable to purchase coins graded and encapsulated by leading services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, to ensure accurate evaluation and market acceptance. Collectors should look for sharp details in Eisenhower's hair and facial features, deep cameo contrast on proofs, and clean, blemish-free fields. Proper storage in airtight capsules or certified slabs helps prevent tarnish and oxidation, especially for silver issues. Attending reputable numismatic conventions, major auctions, or engaging with established dealers and coin forums can provide access to premium examples and insights into current market trends. In conclusion, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar occupies a distinctive place in American numismatic history, embodying the pride of an era that celebrated both a revered president and mankind's leap into space. Its impressive design, substantial size, next up to in the 1977 Eisenhower $1 coin, holds a distinguished place in American numismatic history as one of the final large-sized dollar coins issued by the United States Mint before the transition to smaller dollar formats. Representing the enduring legacy of President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the Apollo 11 moon landing, this coin is a captivating blend of history, design, and symbolism. While most 1977 Eisenhower dollars are common in circulated grades, certain high-grade, mint state, and proof varieties command substantial premiums among collectors. In particular, examples graded MS-67 or higher, as well as the rare Type II proof and error varieties, stand out as some of the most valuable Eisenhower dollars from the late 1970s. Their appeal lies not only in their scarcity, but also in their representation of a bygone era of American coinage, one that emphasized both size and substance. Historically, the 1977 Eisenhower dollar was minted during a time of transition in American coinage. Introduced in 1971, the Eisenhower dollar series commemorated both the late President Dwight D. Eisenhower, Supreme Commander of Allied Forces in World War II and 34th U.S. President, and the 1969 Apollo 11 mission, symbolizing American leadership and achievement. By 1977, public use of the large-sized dollar had declined sharply, as its weight and size made it unpopular for everyday transactions. Nonetheless, the coin continued to be produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with proof versions struck at the San Francisco Mint. The 1977 issue thus reflects the final years of the Eisenhower series, which would conclude with the 1978 mintage, paving the way for the smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979. This context gives the 1977 issue historical resonance. It stands at the close of an era when U.S. coinage embodied physical heft and symbolic grandeur. The design of the 1977 Eisenhower dollar is one of the most recognizable in modern numismatics. The obverse, designed by chief engraver Frank Gasparo, features a left-facing portrait of President Eisenhower, his expression dignified and resolute. The reverse, also by Gasparo, presents a powerful image of an eagle landing on the moon's surface, clutching an olive branch, a direct homage to the Apollo 11 mission insignia. The coin's composition differs depending on the variety. Business strikes from Philadelphia and Denver are copper-nickel clad, while proofs struck at San Francisco were available in both copper-nickel and a limited 40% silver composition. Though 1977's silver-clad proofs were not officially produced, some transitional strikes and anomalies exist and are highly prized. Measuring 38.1 millimeters in diameter and weighing 22.68 grams, the coin's bold imagery and impressive size give it a commanding presence in any collection. Rarity within the 1977 Eisenhower dollar series primarily arises from condition and variety. Regular business strike coins are relatively common, with over 12 million struck in Philadelphia and more than 32 million in Denver. However, finding pristine examples with flawless luster, full strike, and minimal contact marks is exceptionally difficult. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC are rare, and only a handful exist at the top of the grading scale. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, designated as 1977s, are more plentiful but still valued for their mirror-like finishes and cameo contrast. Additionally, collectors seek rare die varieties such as the friendly eagle, reverse, and certain minting errors, including double dies and off-center strikes, which can substantially increase a coin's desirability and value. These factors collectively determine the rarity hierarchy within the 1977 Eisenhower dollar landscape in terms of market value. The 1977 Eisenhower dollar can vary dramatically depending on grade and variety. Common circulated examples are typically worth only face value to a few dollars. However, mint state coins in grades MS-66 to MS-67 can fetch between $150 and $900, depending on the mint mark and overall eye appeal. Exceptional examples graded MS-67 plus, or those with outstanding tunning, have sold for $2,000 or more at major auctions. Proof coins, particularly the 1977 S issues with deep cameo contrast, generally range from $10 to $50, though near-perfect PR70 examples can exceed $400. Rare error coins, or those with unique die characteristics, have been known to sell for several $1,000s, reflecting the growing enthusiasm among specialists for high-quality and unusual Eisenhower dollars. As the market for modern-era U.S. coins matures, interest in top-grade Eisenhower dollars has continued to climb steadily. For collectors, acquiring a valuable 1977 Eisenhower dollar requires both knowledge and careful attention to quality. Certification by major grading services such as PCGS or NGC is essential for verifying authenticity and ensuring accurate grading, as subtle surface imperfections can significantly affect value. Collectors should prioritize coins with strong strikes, clean fields, and vibrant luster, especially for business strikes. Proof coins should exhibit deep, mirror-like surfaces and strong cameo contrast between the frosted devices and mirrored fields. When storing these coins, maintaining a stable, low-humidity environment is vital to preserving their condition, particularly for those housed in original mint packaging. Building a comprehensive Eisenhower dollar set that includes both clad and proof varieties can be an enriching pursuit, offering insight into the artistry and challenges of modern U.S. coinage. In conclusion, the 1977 Eisenhower dollar occupies a unique and enduring position in American numismatics. As one of the last large-sized dollars ever issued, it represents both the culmination of the Eisenhower series and a nostalgic reminder of mid-20th century U.S. coin design. Its bold imagery, historical significance, and the challenge of locating high-grade or rare varieties have cemented its appeal among collectors. While common examples remain accessible to beginners, exceptional specimens and rare errors command significant premiums, offering both aesthetic satisfaction and investment potential. For many numismatists, the 1977 Eisenhower dollar embodies a blend of history, artistry, and scarcity, an enduring testament to America's legacy in both leadership and exploration. Next up in the 1978 Eisenhower dollar marks the final year of the Ike dollar series, making it a historically significant coin that holds a special place in American numismatics. As the last large-sized dollar struck for circulation, the 1978 issue represents the end of an era, one that bridged the gap between the silver dollars of the past and the smaller, modern dollars that followed. While most Eisenhower dollars from this year are common, a few high-grade examples and special varieties have proven exceptionally valuable, particularly those graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services. The coin's enduring popularity lies in its historical significance, handsome design, and nostalgic appeal to collectors who view it as a symbol of 1970s America and of the nation's tribute to President Dwight D. Eisenhower's legacy. Historically, the Eisenhower dollar was first minted in 1971 to honor the late President Dwight D. Eisenhower and commemorate the Apollo 11 moon landing, a fitting tribute to both a military hero and a milestone in American achievement. The 1978 issue continued this legacy, struck during a period when the U.S. Mint was transitioning away from large copper-nickel dollar coins due to public disfavor toward their size and weight. Produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, bearing no mint mark and D, respectively, the 1978 Eisenhower dollar closed out the series before the introduction of the smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979. Its issuance, therefore, represents a symbolic farewell to an iconic coinage era and an end to the production of large circulating U.S. dollars, a fact that greatly enhances its appeal to collectors today. The design of the 1978 Eisenhower dollar maintains the bold, patriotic artistry that defines the series. The obverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, features a right-facing portrait of President Eisenhower, rendered with dignity and strength. The reverse, also by Gasparo, depicts an eagle landing on the moon clutching an olive branch, adapted from the Apollo 11 mission insignia. The coin measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter and weighs 22.68 grams, composed of a copper-nickel clad over a pure copper core. Proof versions were not struck in silver for this year, making the 1978 issue distinctive for its exclusive clad composition. High-grade examples stand out for their sharp strikes, clean surfaces, and lustrous finish, attributes that become increasingly rare in surviving uncirculated coins due to the coin's wide circulation and susceptibility to contact marks. Rarity plays a crucial role in determining the 1978 Eisenhower dollar's value. Although over 33 million coins were struck in Philadelphia and nearly 34 million in Denver, most entered circulation and exhibit heavy wear. As a result, pristine examples, particularly those certified MS-67 or higher, are exceedingly scarce. Additionally, a few notable varieties exist, such as the 1978D with strong strikes and attractive mint luster, and a handful of die anomalies or minor double die obverses that attract variety specialists. The lack of any silver-clad issues in 1978 concentrates collector interest on these top-graded business strikes, which are prized for their rarity in immaculate condition rather than for metallic composition. In terms of market value, most circulated 1978 Eisenhower dollars hold modest worth, typically between $1.25 and $3, but values increase dramatically with condition. Certified MS-65 examples command around $40.60, while MS-66 coins can bring $200–400 depending on eye appeal and tunning. The true standouts are those few graded MS-67 by PCGS or NGC, which have sold for $2,000 to $5,000 at auction. These prices reflect not only scarcity, but also collector enthusiasm for high-end, registry-set coins, where collectors compete to assemble the finest graded examples of each date and mint mark. While the 1978 Eisenhower lacks the silver content of earlier San Francisco proofs, its value rests firmly on numismatic prestige and condition rarity. For collectors seeking to acquire a top-tier 1978 Eisenhower dollar, careful evaluation and authentication are key. Coins should be purchased from reputable dealers or auction houses, and ideally certified by leading grading services such as PCGS or NGC. Collectors are encouraged to look for coins with strong strikes, brilliant luster, and minimal contact marks, qualities that distinguish investment-grade specimens from ordinary examples. Because the coin's large surface area makes it prone to scuffing and spotting, proper storage in inert holders or certified slabs is recommended to preserve its condition. Building a complete Eisenhower dollar set, including both clad and silver issues, is a rewarding pursuit that combines historical significance with modern collecting challenge. In conclusion, the 1978 Eisenhower dollar stands as a fitting finale to one of America's most distinctive modern coin series. Though millions were minted, few remain in pristine condition, giving high-grade survivors substantial value and desirability. The coin encapsulates both the optimism of the space age and the respect for a great American leader, making it as culturally meaningful as it is collectible. Whether pursued for historical appreciation, aesthetic beauty, or investment potential, the 1978 Eisenhower dollar endures as a timeless symbol of the last great circulating U.S. dollar, a piece that continues to capture the imagination of numismatists and collectors around the world.